Hello, pregnant people. You probably don't have to be doing Kegels if you are expecting right now. And instead, I'm going to give you my top 5 favorite exercises to help create space for your growing baby and help create space in the pelvic floor. My name is Lisa Flanders. I'm a physiotherapist in Ottawa, Ontario, and I specialize in women's and pelvic health. The reason you probably don't have to be doing Kegels during pregnancy is because our pelvic floor gets a little bit tight during pregnancy. During birth, we need the pelvic floor muscles to be able to lengthen, so creating more space can be more beneficial for your birth. The first exercise that I give to all of my clients is a posterior pelvic floor release that includes the sacrotuberous ligament. So on my model here, if I turn this around, we're going to see this space between our sits bone and our tailbone in here. And this includes a lot of our posterior pelvic floor muscles along with a ligament called the sacrotuberous ligament. The sacrotuberous ligament acts to secure the sacrum onto the pelvis. And during birth, the sacrum actually has to move away from the pelvis, so we want some space there to allow that to happen. So what I like to do is I take a small ball, I find the space between my sits bone and my tailbone, I put the ball there, and then I'm going to sit down over top. I'm going to find my sits bone, I'm going to take the ball and put it onto the inside of the sits bone, and I'm just going to sit and relax over top. Just for another view, I'm going to take my ball, I'm going to find my sits bone. Once I find my sits bone, I'm going to place this on the inside of my sits bone, between my sits bone and my tailbone. I'm just going to let my body relax over top of this ball. And if we want to be a little bit more aggressive, we can do so by bringing that same knee up towards our chest. I typically get people to hold this for 90 seconds to 2 minutes and then repeat on the other side. We are not looking for pain here, we're looking for discomfort. Exercise number 2 is our low squat. Now you can either squat down in a position like this if this is comfortable for you, or if you want a little bit more support, you can use a couple yoga blocks or a footstool. Holding this position for up to 5 minutes is a great way to open up the pelvic floor. And you could even do a little bit of work in this position. If you're on a footstool, you can pull this up to your coffee table and you can work on your laptop. Exercise number 3 is happy baby. So we're going to lie on our back, we're going to bring our knees up, we're going to grasp onto our feet if we can, and if we can't, that's okay. You can hold on to your lower legs or even behind your knees. This is another great way to open up the pelvic floor and make some space for baby to come. Exercise number 4 is going to be cat-cow. We're going to go through our cow position, take a breath in. We're going to breathe out. We're going to tuck in our chin. We're going to tuck in our tailbone. We're going to push our body away from the ground. And then we're going to just side crunch to one side. Coming back in through cow, breath in. Breathe out, tuck in our chin, tuck in our tail, push our body away from the ground. And then we're going to side bend to the other side. This is going to create space on the sides of the ribs, which is great in those later stages of pregnancy when you're feeling like there isn't a lot of room left. Exercise number 5, and this is one that I give to all of my pregnant clients and most of my postpartum clients, is a perineal release. The perineum is a space between the vagina and the anus. It's this tissue here, and this tissue actually has to stretch in order for baby to come. So we're going to show the body that it's okay to stretch in advance. And what you're going to do is you're going to take a small ball, you're going to find the spot between the vagina and the anus, and then we're going to sit down over top of that ball. Again, this shouldn't be painful, it should be uncomfortable. Holding that for 2 minutes. I really hope that you found this video helpful. Try these exercises, let me know how they go, and I hope you have a beautiful birth.